no mean say another person own come bad. And if you have not struggled, then you don't have rest of mind. Hi guys, hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. How you guys doing today? You guys know who it is, Oromachi here. And if you're watching for the first time, don't forget to click the subscribe button, don't forget to like, and don't forget to hit the notification button so whenever I drop a video you'll be the first to know. So today we have a very hot topic, for we the ladies. Don't forget, this channel is all about womanhood, it's all about events, lifestyle, family, a safe space for us all. So if you're here for the first time, again, welcome, and have a seat and a glass of juice. So today I want to talk about something that it has just been on my mind. I want to understand, like, why is it as if Nigerian women, we are born to suffer? It's like, if we have not suffered in one way or another, we don't have peace of mind. There must be that struggle. And if you have not struggled, then you don't have rest of mind. And in such a way that when you see other people who are actually enjoying, or there are people who are actually genuinely happy, you think that they are lying. Why? So there's this trend on TikTok, right? Where it's like, people share chats with their spouses or their partners or their friends. Sometimes, if it's friendship, like, I thought this was my friend, things like that. But then when it comes to spouses, it's like, oh, this is how I know that this man is really for real, or this one, my wife or my girl is like this, just really sweet things, right? And then it's when you go into the comment section, sometimes when I go to the comments, I want to see like, this one is just like my husband, or this one is just like my partner, or this one is like my boyfriend, things like that, just things that make you like, oh my god, that's so nice, And then you see things like, now new marriage, it will soon change. All this TikTok fake love, and not be the same marriage as some of us did. As in Jesus Christ, I'm just like a lot of, like, let's say 70% of the comments are like, from women, and it's like something negative, and they have something negative all the time. Like, so sometimes, I'll see it, I'll be like, women self, but then I realized that when they just struck me, and I realized that a lot of these comments are actually very negative. And when you see the profile, it's like women. So they will tell you they're not be saying same marriage, I beg this one. So I'll tell you like roommates, all this fake, this one that they post. And so they'll say, oh, I never born picking make. Or I never do this one. Like, there just has to be a reason why something in that relationship or in that marriage will go wrong. When so thing happens, or give it time, no worry, then go change. Now so then they start. Hey God, I was like, no, now I just realized, no, man, listen, I had to go back and check some. I'm like, yes, this is actually true. It's not like there are not men that actually commented and they were like, I beg, he will change, no be us again, things like that now. So you will believe that some of these men are the traditional men who believe that their women must suffer, they have to struggle, they do not deserve soft life, things like that. There are men like that at the end of the day. So it's like, I just ignore. But when it's not as if women are like the champions of the negative comments, it's like, you don't take juju time or this one for social media, this guy would on they beat you, it's the Jesus Christ. Like, it was just so much. I had to sit back and say, no, I think we should talk about this particular thing. Like, why do we feel like when people are in like good marriages, or when other people post nice things, especially about their marriages and their relationships, you feel like they are all lies? I understand that there are relationships and marriages that are not good, and probably you are a part of them, or I am a part of them, and then I now believe that just because my own is not good, my own is not working out, it's not as I planned, every other person's own is bad, every other person's own is fake. Like, when I see people who are actually happy and actually just doing their thing and taking care of themselves and just enjoying themselves and their time together, I will not believe that they are lying. This is just for show, just so that people can see. Come on, we need to change our mindset. Like, we really need to work deeply on our minds. We need to understand that not everybody is lying about their marriages and their relationships. Like, people are genuinely happy and enjoying their marriages. Because I know that there's just so many negative stories here and there. Of course there are, but let's not forget that there are actually people who are actually enjoying this marriage. Like, people who actually are married to people who have the same mindsets, about love, about relationship as them, who are actually putting in the work to make their marriages work. Actually, people who are in love with their spouses, like there are people that are actually genuinely in love and in sync. Like there are people that enjoy their time together. There are actually relationships that are built on friendship that are standing the test of time. Like I want us to understand that these things are actually there. See, because unless you tell me that you know these people very well, like you know them down to their house, and you know that this thing is not as they portray on social media, then I can agree with you. Because unless you tell me sincerely that is, you see them and you know them very well, you live in their house, or you know them in total, or they talk to you and confide in you about how bad their own thing is, then you do not know anything about them. Because there are people that love their partners. There are people that enjoy their partners. They enjoy their time together. They make time for themselves together. In fact, there are people that are obsessed with their partners. It's like there are even marriages that the husbands are obsessed even with their wives' bodies, all the changes and everything, like because they are completely in love with who you are entirely, like in entirety. So when I saw some of those comments, I had to like think back and say, Jesus Christ. So say my own no good though. I could one day believe say everybody own they bad. No, now that's not how life is. Like when you get to that point, honestly, that's why I said we need to work on our mindset. Because when you get to that point where you feel that every other person's own is bad just because your own is not as bad or as you wished it was, or you know, when you see these things you wish your own is like that, and because your own is not like that, then every other person's own is not like that. No, then you need to actually take a step back and look down within yourself and realize that something is amiss somewhere. When you get to that point or level in life, then you need to step back and look in and take care of you within. Because when I saw some of those comments, I want to understand really this. Is it like a coping mechanism, you know, to feel better about, you know, your own situation in your own marriage? Because you cannot tell me that you will see somebody else, you know, genuinely happy or posting something nice about their partners and you feel bad. Because in reality, while we have seen bad marriages aside social media, then I have also seen very good ones. Like there are marriages that the wives will tell you that their husbands always want to make love to them. Like they have kids for these men. There are changes in their bodies. So just because you are in your own marriage and you know there are changes in your own body and maybe your husband is no longer, you know, being as he used to be, doesn't mean that it's the same with every other woman. And no, nobody is going to be blaming you for that. And if you think that it is a problem associated with you, then you need to also understand and change that mindset. It is not a you problem. And I feel like if you know and you see these things and you desire it, is to pray about it and to work on it. That's the only way. Because by the time you see this thing and you just immediately automatically assume that they are lying, it's not true, they are not being honest, they're not the same marriage all of us, the other people what they hear, they're also in a bad things when they suffer, they endure. No means say another person own come bad. We need to learn to see when people are actually happy and just be happy for them. Because don't forget the saying that when you're happy for when it is going God they do it for another person, it will also happen in your own life. So what you need to do instead is to say a prayer like, God, I know that my own is bad. I know that I'm not enjoying this. I really pray and wish that I can also enjoy this in my own partner. Personally, I think we need to start working on our minds, because change begins first within us. We need to first of all be open. I mean, it's probably something that you have never experienced. You've not seen it happen even around you, not in your family, not within your friends or your siblings, but you see these things and you keep wondering, is it real, or this one are just acting, people are just acting. I want you to believe that first of all, you need to first of all work on your mind. Open up, have an open mind. Understand that these things that actually exist, they happen. People are actually happy wherever it is that they are. Not everyone's situation is as you know it or as you believe that it is supposed to be, because that is what you have become accustomed to. Your mothers have told you that you have to suffer, you go endure this one, oh, now so they beat me, oh, all those kind of things. I mean, just because some people have told you you have to endure does not mean that these things do not happen. I mean, you can decide that you want to change. First of all, you need to change within yourself. You need to really seriously work on your mind. I think that That is where a lot of us get it wrong. Because I mean, as you grow, because I personally, as I grow, I realize that even though I've always been quite enlightened about certain things, I realize that, you know, I begin to change in ways that I see things the way that I didn't used to see them. That is why they will tell you, when in order to grow in any area of your life, in business, in work, or relationship, you need to unlearn the things that you previously knew. When you see that something else is better, you need to then relearn that particular thing. That is the only way that you can make progress, either in your own relationship, and if your partner is not forthcoming, within your own self. That's where you are able to enjoy and feel the butterflies for people when they are feeling you. You're like, oh my god, I'm blushing on their behalf, you know, things like that. You need to, within yourself, just talk to yourself, within yourself, know and embrace change. Believe that you are not just born to suffer or to struggle. It can be that in one way in your own marriage you're enjoying, and in other ways you're not enjoying. You know, just believe it within yourself that you're not born to be that. And the places where you're not seeing the change that you want and that you see in people, if you can try and work it out with your partner, and your partner is not forthcoming with that change, pray about it and leave it to God. But do not begin to harden your heart in a way that when you see these things, it's like they don't happen. It's not possible. No, free it up and enjoy the butterflies with people. Like when you see some of these stories, I personally, when I see them, I cry. I'm like, oh my god, this is so beautiful, this is so sweet. But if it's something that my partner is lacking, I'm not going to say that this one I lie, just because I feel, no, that's wrong. So we need to first of all work on our mindsets and work on ourselves as women, especially because people like trouble, people love drama. It's a social media space, people love drama, and you can within yourself decide that, you know, you pick what you see, you decide to whatever you focus on are the things and information that you begin to get. You want a change of mind, you begin to follow the channels and the things that are, or the pages and the things that promote that kind of change. And you're not just doing it for fancy, you're not just doing it for show, let people see that you're doing it, but within you actually working on it. You want to actually feel those butterflies again. You want, even though you're not feeling it for yourself, but for people, I mean, it's the same thing. It's almost the same thing anyway. Let me not say it's the same thing, but it's so sweet. Like when you see something that you're like, oh my god, that blew me. Even me that I'm reading and I'm seeing this video, it blew me away. Please, let's change. And if you've seen this video, you can share it to, you know, your community or your friends, you know, the people that you interact with, your partner, your friends, you know, people that you interact with, to change the conversations that you both have or that you guys usually have. You know, instead of the gossip on, these things are not possible, or this person posted this on social media, it's a lie, all social media gimmicks, lies upon lies. You can now decide that, okay, while we know that there are fakes, of course, but let us begin to see and communicate and see it in a better light. That way, that change first begins from your circle, and you let them know. Let it not be pretense. I mean, you should be able to see when something is bullshit. You call it bullshit. That's me. I like to keep it real. Nobody is perfect. I'm not perfect here. Like I said, I'm actually consistently working on myself in different areas of my life. So I am intentional about certain things, and I am intentional about conversations that I choose to have and the directions of that conversation. Doesn't mean that I am perfect. It means that I am completely willing to grow. I am consistently learning and unlearning things that I thought that I knew and making them better. So you can decide that within yourselves, you let them know that, let us change you. Instead of us to always focus on, see what did happen. See this one, drama, only the drama and the drama. From the dramas, you're able to sieve and know what to do or what to say, but rather than fueling it the more, rather than just focusing more on the negative parts alone. But don't forget, it does not mean that you are perfect. You will be able to say, like, if something is wrong, I mean, come on, this person not try, this person didn't try at all. I mean, why? I mean, that's wrong. You shouldn't do that. You shouldn't do this. That's you. That's not being pretentious. But you know that within yourself, within yourself, whatever that conversation, whatever you say, is pure and is genuine. So that being said, let's begin to change that mindset of suffering. You know, the general knowledge that, or the general feeling that women, especially Nigerian women or African women, we just have to suffer in marriage, you know, suffer in every way before we're able to enjoy. In fact, some people just believe that the suffering continues. I mean, I must always suffer, even when it's as though something is supposed to be made easy for you, you just still want to choose the path of suffering. So please, change begins with one person, and one person and with that person it spreads out. Like, let's spread out positivity and understand that, or at least change, even within people who are not on social media or who are not able to see this. The conversation that you have with them will also help their own minds, the shifts in their minds. So let's foster positivity always and realize that good things do happen in marriages. People actually are enjoying marriages and their relationships, and it does not have to always be suffering. Okay, guys, so we've come to the end of this video. Will I call it my rant, or just a video, but let me know what you guys think in the comment section. Let me know if I've said something wrong, and let me know what else I have missed out. Just let me know your thoughts anyway. But thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe if you have not subscribed, and don't forget to hit the notification button. See you next time, guys. Bye.